would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 50, 61. Matchbox lights.
Back to you.
Go.
Check.
Go.
Crunch. Show it.
Snap.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Topper!
Go. 58, the money. 58, the money.
Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike front four. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch the edge. Watch out.
Roll out. Pilot, 64.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Out. Check 99. Check 99.
Rock it.
Crash. Kill.
Yep.
Kill.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Come on,
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Jim.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
2nd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I'm coming for you, son.
Big grip.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
At the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
31's the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll set up a throw. Diggs with a good footwork. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mullins and the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground, Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
25, check 25. General West. Hey, Delta.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Let's go, you tighten up.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Shoot.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They'll look to throw here. This is caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. That's to his running back, complete. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
They can't hang with us. You go tight.
You look at me. Go. Go.
On second down, Barkley. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Protein spill.
In your face. Kill.
Hey, high 7. Complete dribble.
Now Jones. Catch made by Slayton. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check. Check hot. Hot, hot. Hey, alert 3. Alert.
Hard. Ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready, set.
Mike's by 4. Get the ball.
Five.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Get him.
Yeah.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
218, chop it.
2nd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alpha. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that one hurts defensively. They forced him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 11. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ready,
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Grace Jones, travel.
Joker.
Now!
Hey, one set.
Hey, exit.
54. Mike, 54. It's a swerve.
5.
Jones now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Go.
Hey, watch the ball.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. That'll be complete to Cook. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Second down and inches. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
I'm coming.
Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
He's coming. Check in. Go.
5.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the safety creep. Check, check. Lucky.
Squeeze. Hit.
On second down now, Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Look at me. Zip. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Get it.
Now Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Cook. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
10-2 soft.
Pull it together.
5.
They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are backed up as far as they can be. They're going to start this drive at their own 1.
And it was on this very site in the old Metrodome. Obviously, this is a new stadium. But remember, Tony Dorsett broke off a 99-yard touchdown run on a Monday night game against the Vikings, one that we'll remember for the ages.
Here we go. 30 base. You. You draw Corker. You're out. Under 10. 10. Hit.
A quick throw to Ratley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New York.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. You ain't doing nothing. X3. 218. Chop it. Set. Rock it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
Yep.
Check. Break down.
2.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Kill. Shit.
Go.
They'll try the left side. McPherson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, lock it. Yes, yes.
Now Saquon Barkley. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Barkley. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 55,
Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Leo.
They'll run with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over. We got this. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll look to throw, and Diggs has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mullins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
49, check 49, check 49.
6 guys. Check.
Hey. Two.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mike spot 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Got it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
132 fighter.
He'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
High 7.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Coming to you, coming to you. Slam.
Hard.
Kill.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Jones to throw again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 4. Check 50.
Snap.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so that's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Go, let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this is caught with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Muscling free near the 40. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.